fans.
Hey, good evening, Kevin.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. Now Sacramento starting 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Bagley in at the 5 spot. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt, and it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. Bogdanovich looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And tonight, a look at perhaps the future of the league, but it takes time, as you know, Steve, to build that.
You're right, Kevin. You got to start somewhere. A lot of these players still with their whole careers ahead of them. A lot of time to grow, but I love what I'm seeing.
No good on the 3. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Ahead. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Bielitsa against Jackson. Bielitsa passes to Fox. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And a fantastic finish. I just love seeing Fox work his way through contact and converting.
Fox with the steal. Here's Bagley. Makes it off the glass.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. And stolen by Bielitsa. Fox dishes to Bogdanovich. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Memphis on the break. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Look at the way Valanciunas ran the floor on that break. Very few centers can get up and down the floor like that.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Fox feeling it out a bit. Pass to Bagley. Back to Fox. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. Winslow against Barnes. Brooks. That shot off. Ready by Bogdanovich.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
Now here's Morant for 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. To the middle, here's Barnes. The second chance effort. Bielitsa misses.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. Brooks right side. Fires for 3. Up again. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. The pass to Jackson. Brooks against Bogdanovich. Here's Valanciunas, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Valanciunas has got his second bucket tonight.
Valanciunas has a look from the mid-range. He is very comfortable taking it.
Up top, Fox. Guarded by Morant. Bagley with a terrific move in the bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Fox against Morant. Feeds to Valanciunas. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The 5th overall pick in the draft back in 2011. Valanciunas has added wrinkles to his game every year since.
Both teams will make substitutions. And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
Clark against Joseph. Outside, Jones. The rebound by Giles.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Bazemore.
That's what you get from a vet like Bazemore, making the next pass.
Gutteridge, the pass to Jones. Clark outside. Left side, Anderson. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies lead by... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Jabari Parker is out there with Giles, and it's Bazemore at the 3, the small forward. They kick out to Hield. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Jones in the post. Joseph on him. The Kings trail by 6. Outside, Joseph. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. Passes it to Giles. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto MB down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
It's stolen by Hield. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Lobbed up there for Clark. The shot comes out.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in, and a change for the Kings. Fox is checked in. Melton feeling it out a bit. Back to Clark. Down low, Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Hield, the pass to Giles. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. To the inside. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson finds Clark. Jackson with the basket on the assist by Clark. Now it's a 5-point Grizzly lead.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Fox passes to Giant. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Clark. Winslow comes in for Anderson. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Milton. And it's John Morant in for Tyus Jones. And then for Sacramento, Bielitsa. He checks in for Rashawn Holmes. Harrison Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Buddy Hield.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
It's Bielitsa. Pass to Giant. Stolen by Jackson. It's Morant with the drive. Count it. Morant's got the lead up to 6 now for Memphis.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
59 seconds left in the first half. Brooks against Bogdanovic. 6 on the shot clock over Brooks. Bogdanovic, no luck. Memphis leading by 6. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Stolen by Winslow. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And finished off by Morant.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Fox passes to Giles. And it's Memphis on the break. Winslow's running. Morant, that's for 2. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Memphis with a 10-point lead. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. You always... And that's a wrap with the third.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been quite a game for Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Outside, Bagley. Fox against Morant. Barnes can't get it to go.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
On the wing, Winslow. Back to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it to Valanciunas. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Valanciunas has got 10.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Bielitsa. No good on the shot, and it's Memphis the other way.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Winslow kicks to Valanciunas over Bagley. They get it back, and the second chance effort by Jackson.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. And there's the feed to Valanciunas. to the paint. Brooks outside. Jackson dishes to Brooks. Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
Here's Fox. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And there's the pass to Bielitsa. And the rejection by Jackson. Passes it to Winslow. The tray. Barnes grabs the miss.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
It's Bielitsa. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists now tonight. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
Here's Brooks with the putback.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Outside, Fox. The dish to Bagley. Inside, it's stolen by Valanciunas. Out to Brooks. 3-pointer. Hits the 3-point bomb. Brooks has got 5 points now this quarter.
You can run these plays for Brooks. He's improving in the catch-and-shoot area.
Here's Fox, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Now, here's Morant for 3. Back to Brooks. No one near him. They get it back.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them. Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Memphis taking a 19-point lead in. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th. Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Rashawn Holmes out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Bazemore at the small forward. And the Grizzlies leading by 17. Outside, Jones. And the layup's good off the glass.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Pass to Holmes. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Betterich. And the 3 off target.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Hield can't hit.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jones looking for an opening. Anderson dishes to Jones for 3. No good on that one. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there, check mark. The physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
Here's Holmes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Then for the Kings, Giles checked in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph. Here's Melton. Pass to Anderson. And again, Memphis no good. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Valanciunas is checked in for Brandon Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Anderson. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Melton. And it's Morant in for Jones. Giles the pass to Hield. Shot clock at 6. And it's good, 2 points.
And smart decision by Hield. Surveys the defense and then just takes it himself.
Memphis leading by 15. Now Morant. Tipped away. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Then for the Kings, Bagley, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Harry Giles. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Jabari Parker. Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Fox. He kicks it to Barnes. Bielitsa against Clark. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Top of the key, Morant. Valanciunas, good. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Memphis.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jaren Jackson.
Boy, it was amazing the level of chaos he caused. Challenging ball handlers, getting into passing lanes, racking up a number of steals that helped demoralize his opponent.
Hield with the bucket.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Valanciunas finds Clark beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. Memphis moving that ball around. And it's Morant missing. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Fox against Morant. Hield outside. To the middle. It's Bielitsa. Brooks grabs the board. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Valanciunas. Again, Memphis.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, it's NBA basketball on DA.
Hey, Kevin.
I bet they are. Thank you, DA. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there with Bielitsa. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. Conley, and no good that time. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. And Fox gets it to go. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Now the dish to Conley. Here's Mitchell.
Oh,
great dunk.
freakish.
He's an athletic freak.
Wow.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Here's Fox. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Fox has got his second bucket.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. High post, Gobert. Back to Mitchell. And it's Bielitsa with the foul. That's his first foul. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Mitchell. Offensive rebound. Conley, the pass to Gobert. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, there's a certain amount of awareness that you're responsible for having when you're Rudy Gobert, and he makes excellent use of his size right there.
Now, here's Fox. Pass to Bielitsa. Bogdanovich wide open. A three-pointer, no good.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Conley against Fox. And Bogdanovich kicks to Gobert. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. 2 on the clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. On a heel, he's checked in for the Kings. And a switcher also for Utah. O'Neal's checked in. Barnes outside. Rebounded by the Jazz. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Mitchell. It's good. This game is all even. Mitchell's got 6.
Well, the balance, the ability to take contact, absorb it, and still finish. That is beautifully done by Donovan Mitchell.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. Can't connect from short range.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And the Jazz with some changes. Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clarkson comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Moutier in for Mitchell. And the pass to Bielitsa. Bagley kicks to Hield. Again, the miss by the Kings. And so it's Moutier with it. They'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. He dishes it to O'Neal. Pass to Bogdanovich. Now Davis. Back to Bogdanovich. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Bogdanovich staying confident down low, being physical with the defense, and gets rewarded with a trip to the foul line.
And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Fox dishes to Bagley. 59 seconds left in the first. Back to Fox. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. For Utah, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Moutier with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Davis. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Barnes passes to Bielitsa. In the corner, it's Hield. Sacramento again missing. Jazz leading by 4. Clarkson looking for an opening. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Doesn't go that time. And so it's Utah with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got O'Neal. Moutier out there with Clarkson. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovich. And it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Davis finds Moutier. And that one drops. Moutier's got the lead up to 8 now for the Jazz.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Healed the pass to Holmes. Over Davis. The shot is good off the backboard. Holmes got his second basket.
There he is, showing off his low post skills. Go to work, young man.
Up top, Moutier. He's covered by Joseph. Moutier kicks to O'Neal. Feeds to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovic. That is his first foul of the game. Sacramento making some changes. Harry Giles is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Hield. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovic. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. Bogdanovic, the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. So it's Utah now. Sacramento making their last shot. And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Kings. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. Mitchell looking it over. Here's Gobert. Yep, that one goes in there.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Bielitsa, he checks in for Parker. The Jazz shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Now, here's Fox. Here's Giles. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Here's Mitchell. 7-point differential. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Now, here's Fox. Gobert with the block.
An intimidating force who continues to wipe away shots with ease. Go to work, Rudy Gobert.
On the wing, Mitchell. 1:05 left in the first half of the game. Here's Gobert, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Kings trail by 9. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
Well, he didn't exactly light it up from the free throw line a season ago. Shot right around 70%.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Harry Giles. Marvin Bagley comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovic. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy. It puts the pass on the money.
Hield outside. 27 seconds left in the first half. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Out to Conley. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Fox dishes to Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. And so we conclude the first half. Jazz lead. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Utah finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They have a solid 8-point lead. How about you, Shaq? And that'll do it.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the 5. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Here's Conley. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. The drive by Mitchell. That one goes. Count it. Mitchell's got 14.
You have to prevent Mitchell from driving. This guy too quick and too crafty once he gets into the lane.
Outside, Fox. Passes to Bielitsa. Bagley trying to free himself up. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut back down to 6. They get the basket from Bielitsa. Conley finds Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement by Utah. Back to Gobert. Great D that time from Bagley. And so here's Sacramento. Here's Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Barnes has got his first points of the night.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
The drive by Mitchell. Here's Gobert. The shot misses. And the Kings going the other way now. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Another shot. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. Fox feeling it out a bit. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now, here's Mitchell. 16 points for him. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. And that sends Donovan Mitchell to the free throw line. Harrison Barnes picks one up, and the Kings will go for a different look here. Giles checked in for Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Barnes. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Utah also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Gobert. Clarkson comes in for Joe Ingles. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Now here's Joseph. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's Giles missing.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Clarkson passes to Mudiay. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
How about the athleticism of Emmanuel Mudiay, understanding how to pick up contact and still go.
Sacramento making a switch here. Heald's checked in. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Now here's Joseph. They kick out to Hield. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Mudiay with the ball. Outguarded by Hield, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Hield.
Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Joseph down low, defended by Moutier. And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
Yeah, he preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you. Now Conley. After the missed three from Buddy Hield. And Bogdanovich kicks to O'Neal. Back to Bogdanovich. Launches it. They get the rebound. Gobert. That one good for two. Gobert's got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
And here's Bielitsa for three. Conley against Joseph. Pass to Giles. And yes, it's good. Giles has got 8 points.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Conley with it. Outguarded by Hield. And Joseph gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Clarkson. He has 6. One second left, and it's good on the layup. Clarkson's got 4 this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Utah leading by 14. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Conley. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And it's Fox with the jam.
You have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Conley finds Gobert. Back to Conley. Lays it up off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 14.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Fox with it. Now defended by Gobert. And it's Fox with the jam.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play. Figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense in no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Sacramento. And Utah with a change here, too. Mitchell's checked in.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
Conley, the pass to Ingles. O'Neal against Barnes. O'Neal misses.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Fox, no good. Utah leading by 9. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And the rejection by Holmes. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. At a heel, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Gobert dishes to Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
Fox against Conley. Loud pass to Bagley.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Conley scanning the floor. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Utah making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. The drive by Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
I'll tell you, when Donovan Mitchell starts to cook, you might as well sit back and enjoy the show.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 11-point game. Hield against Mitchell. He kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Fox against Conley. And it's Fox with the jam.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Here's Gobert. Sacramento making their last shot. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Gobert. Gobert's got his 4th assist in this one. Now, here's Fox. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
And a fantastic finish. I just love seeing Fox work his way through contact and converting.
Outside Conley. Here's Mitchell. And good that time. Mitchell's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And Fox gets it to go.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Jazz leading by 11. And here is Conley. Dishes it to Mitchell. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Sacramento making a switch here. Bielitsa's checked in. Now Mitchell. 6 to shoot. The putback, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. And the Jazz lead by 13.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Sacramento. Here's Fox. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. But they recover it. And Bagley able to finish.
Man, how about the basketball IQ of Bagley? Seems to know where misses are going ahead of time.
Moutier looking around. The pass to Morgan. Clock at 6. Over Bielitsa. Moutier. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside, Fox. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us, and from the sideline and the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. And for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. Morant against Conley. Here's Valanciunas. Jackson dishes to Morant. 5 on the clock. With the fadeaway. Gets a hand on it and staying with the play, Valanciunas.
Oh, I love the rabid intensity right there. Valanciunas, he is capable of doing real damage on the offensive boards.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. There's the pass to Gobert. Mitchell looking it over. The Grizzlies pull it in.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Winslow. About a minute played so far here in the first. Morant against Conley. Mitchell up top. And the layup falls.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Here's Morant. Jackson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
On the wing, Mitchell. Brooks covering. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets. And from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Morant with it. Now defended by Gobert.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And what a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Here's Morant. Yep, that one goes. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
What athleticism from Brooks. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. See why right there.
Mitchell plays it up and banks it in. Mitchell's got 8 points. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Morant against Conley. Morant dishes to Jackson. Brooks. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
Here's Mitchell, and they pick up 2. He's got 10.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Brooks against Mitchell. Here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
One thing Morant does with consistency, I mean, he keeps defenders off balance.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Ed Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. Morant with the steal.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt the alley-oop to himself. Davis, the pass to Mudiay. Back to Davis. Some solid defense from Clark. Up the floor. Here's Morant. And it's blocked. And so it's Memphis in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Jazz, we've got Davis. Bogdanovich out there with O'Neal. Then it's Mudiay, and it's Clarkson in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Gutteridge, defended by Mudiay. Puts it up from 12, and the jumper is good. Clark's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Clarkson surveying the floor. Passes it to Bogdanovich. They get a hand on it. To the inside. Fast break Memphis. And the foul called on Bojan Bogdanovich. That's his first foul. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Clark. That one falls. Clark's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Clarkson kicks to Davis. Back to Clarkson. Looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there. Pass to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to O'Neal. Misses from close range. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Now the pass to Jones. Here's Gutteridge. Melton passes to Anderson. Memphis moving that ball around. It's stolen by Mudiay. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Clarkson's running. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
And you got to respect how under control Bogdanovich is. When he's penetrating quickly inside, he makes the D hit him on the way up.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Jones up top, defended by Mudiay. Mudiay against Jones. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mudiay. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. Joe Ingles comes in for Bogdanovich. Mitchell, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Mudiay. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Dylan Brooks comes in for Melton. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jackson comes in for Clark. And it's Justin Winslow in for Kyle Anderson. Jones dishes to Jackson. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Utah. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Jazz trail by 14. Mitchell outside. Goes back up. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, you love seeing Valanciunas spike it back. When he's active on this end, it makes a difference.
Jones drives in. Three-pointer. Memphis the rebound. Gobert with the block. And here is Mitchell. 10 points for him. Inside, here's Ingles. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And now Ingles pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Jones drives in. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket for Mitchell.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
And it's Morant missing.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Conley finds Mitchell. Now Gobert, guarded by Valanciunas. Clock at 6. Mitchell passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jackson down low. Ingles covering. Gobert with the block. The Jazz shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And the second free throw, good.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. 11 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Stolen by Mitchell.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it. And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back. It was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He had 8 points and 1 steal. And Shaq, thanks for joining.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains a step.
Jazz trail by 7. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. He kicks it to Ingles. On the wing, Mitchell. Brooks covering. And it's Mitchell missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Stolen by Mitchell. And he makes good on the layup. Mitchell's got 4 points this quarter.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
Brooks kicks to Morant. Down low. Jackson dishes to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Okay, look at Morant flexing a little muscle right there, showing off his athletic ability right in their faces.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Conley against Morant. Conley dishes to Mitchell. 5 to shoot. Over Brooks. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. And it's Mitchell missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Unable to get that one. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. To the paint. Here's Jackson. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Jackson's got 10.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Conley finds Gobert. Mitchell against Brooks. Gobert, the dunk, and the foul. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Bradley's checked in for Utah. Here's O'Neal, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Jazz trail by 9. Clarkson dishes to Bradley. O'Neal with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Here's Anderson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
So good at keeping his balance. Anderson doesn't let aggressive defense get to him.
Clarkson passes to Moutier. Clarkson up top. Kicks it out to Bradley. Back to Clarkson. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass. .102 left to play here in the third.
Here's Jones. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Jones has got his second basket.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Moutier kicks to Bradley. Inside. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Davis.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Pass to Anderson. Here's Melton. Back to Jang. Shoots over Bradley. Jang, no luck.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting for Utah.
That's good from O'Neal.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Memphis leading by 7.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Pass to Gutteridge. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Memphis, bringing the quarter to a... And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The Grizzlies shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Clarkson in the 2-guard. That's the group right now for Utah. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Clark outside. Valanciunas inside. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And another turnover here by Memphis. A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles is checked in for O'Neal, and it's Mike Conley in for Clarkson. Mitchell outside. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And he gets it back. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Oh, this is just being a good team. Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
And finished off by Morant.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Mitchell finds Gobert. Right side, Conley. The Jazz working the ball around now. Mitchell against Brooks. Tries again. They get it again. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Rudy Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Jackson's gone 6 of 8, so shooting well at 75% here. Conley dishes to Bogdanovich. And slam dunk by Gobert.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Morant against Gobert. And then Morant slams it in.
Are you for real? Morant way, way up. That move was fire.
Conley the pass to Mitchell. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Mitchell against Brooks. Shot clock at 6. Now, here's Mitchell. Brooks covering, and it's Mitchell missing.
Even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. I mean, it's late enough in the game for him to recognize there's a better option.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. The drive by Mitchell. He feeds it to Gobert. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And he recovers it. The free throw drops for Gobert. And Gobert drops them both. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. They trail by 11. Gobert the pass to Conley. Feeds it to Mitchell. Basket counts. Mitchell's got 22.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Morant against Conley. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Memphis.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. They were disciplined and focused.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
Morant looking around. Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. Gobert pulls it in.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Mitchell finds Conley. Back to Mitchell. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Winslow. No good. So it's Memphis picking up the win. A solid win on the road for them. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Bagley in at the 5, roaming the paint. Bogdanovich finds Fox. To the middle, it's Bjelica. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Tonight, lots of youth and energy on the floor. Brent, what kind of game do you expect to see?
Highlights, Kevin, mixed in with a few lowlights. Just guys getting ahead of themselves and speeding themselves up. But sometimes those can be exciting, especially for fans who have really good seats. Keep your hands up.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Fox against Morant. And here is Bjelica. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Valanciunas, good.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Fox with it, out guarded by Winslow. Fox dishes to Barnes, and it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bogdanovich looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Valanciunas grabs the board.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on them.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Here's Valanciunas. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Bogdanovich against Brooks. Down low. And Bjelica kicks to Bogdanovich. Off target with his 3. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Morant. Misses from short range.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Bogdanovich against Brooks. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair, and you know he's confident when he starts to show those signs.
Now here's Brooks. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Winslow. Kicks to Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot here, and Jackson gets it to go.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Out to the right wing. There's 1:40 left to play here in the first. That puts them in the lead. Bjelica's got 5 now.
Well, this guy can spread the court. Bjelica deadly from the three-point line.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Kings making a switch here. Fields checked in. Fox against Morant. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Feeds to Heel. Stolen by Anderson. And stolen by Barnes. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And the dunk by Barnes.
Maybe the length helping out Harrison Barnes that time to collect.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 1. Shooting foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside, Fox. To the inside, Bielitsa. He hits it from 9. Bielitsa's got 7 points in the game.
How about that? Bielitsa rising up and firing. That's a confident-looking shot.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You know, I like the confidence that they've shown here early on.
Yeah, I think they've controlled the momentum, and that is showing up.
Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Jabari Parker is out there with Giles, and it's Bazemore at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Melton, no good. The Kings leading. Hield outside. Six on the shot clock. The 3. That one, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Clark. Second chance shot. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now, here's Joseph. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Hield outside. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Melton's shot is good.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Bazemore. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Joseph, the pass to Giles. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Here's Melton. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality they got to fill some roles, right? And you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's Melton after the basket by Richaun Holmes, and stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
So awesome to see Jabari Parker return to form, especially when he's rising up.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Jones with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And there's the pass to Jackson. Out to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Shot clock at 5. To halt the run, and he sinks the layup. Melton's got his second bucket.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Knocked loose, and so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. And some changes here for the Kings. Bielitsa, he checks in for Parker. Harrison Barnes comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph. A pass to Fox. There's the 3. Again, the miss by the Kings. For Memphis, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
Stolen by Anderson. Morant left side. Fox with the steal. Here's Bazemore. Anderson with the block.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
Winslow finds Anderson. 9 feet out. Rebounded by Holmes. Sacramento's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And here they go. It's Bielitsa, and the rejection by Jackson. Clock at 6. Here's Fox, and that one hits back iron.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Jackson, that's good.
It gets more effective when he's aggressive around the rim that way. Josh Jackson with a nice play inside.
And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. 19 seconds left to play in the first half. Bagley with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Now here's Winslow. He's covered closely. Here's Morant. And the layup's good off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Grizzly lead.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And a close game so far through the first.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a. And that does it for our.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game, great performance by Nemanja Bjelica.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's foul. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
Morant against Fox. Valanciunas dishes to Winslow. Brooks the pass to Winslow. Bagley with the block.
Bagley timing that one well and intimidating.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Shot clock at 2. Morant, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
A 3 from Bjelica. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. And the dunk by Winslow.
Well, Winslow plus power equals slam.
The Kings trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Fox dishes to Bagley. Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Outside, Bagley. The kick out to Fox. No good on the triple.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Bielitsa's got 9 points.
These are bonuses. When you get Bielitsa inside to mix it up that way, that helps.
Fox against Morant. He dishes it to Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Bagley. Some changes for Sacramento. Parker's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for Fox. Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Memphis leading by 3. Brooks the pass to Clark. The rebound by Hield.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here's Hield. From the high post. And the dunk by Parker.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. He can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end. Now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke. Bagley committed to do something on that possession offensively, playing aggressive.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Giles comes in for Joseph. Memphis also making some changes. Anderson, he's checked in for Jackson. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Dylan Brooks.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Jones, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jones has got his second basket of the game. The Kings trail by 4. Parker surveying the floor. Bagley against Jones. It's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. Yeah, easy call.
The Grizzlies have shot just 1 free throw early, 1 for 1 in the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And some changes here for the Kings. Barnes comes in for Parker, and it's Bogdanovich in for Marvin Bagley. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Now, here's Bogdanovich. Down low. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The Grizzlies with another miss. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. 6-point game. Pass to Clark. Dishes to Anderson. To the middle. It's stolen by Hield. Good if it goes. Oh, and he beat it.
Did they just do that, Kevin? They just did, yeah.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Memphis out in front, up 3. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Rashawn Holmes out there with Giles, and it's Joseph in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here's Jang. From down in the low post, it goes. Jang's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Grizzlies. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Barnes. Inside, it's stolen by Valanciunas.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays. And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number.
Lightning.
That was incredible.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Hield outside. Hands it from downtown.
Wow, Hield has a beautiful release on his shot right there. Just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Rebounded by Holmes. The Kings trail by 6. Hield outside. Passes it to Giles. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Bagley, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Giles. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. Here's Hield. He can't get that one. Nice D from Brooks.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. The pass to Fox. On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Bielitsa. Just 5 to shoot. Over Winslow. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Now here's Morant. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. Morant against Fox. Left side Bagley. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. It's Morant in the corner. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
And the Kings making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Outside, Fox. 1:33 left in the 4th quarter. Kept alive. Pass to Bielitsa. Second shot opportunity. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Heady play by Bielitsa.
Both shots good from the stripe. 1:27 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Morant looking around. The kick out to Anderson. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. There's the dish to Jang. Good, Nice assist from Morant. Jang's got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Kings. He feeds it to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Well, Bagley is so long, you can't let him go uncovered when he's around the offensive glass.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for the Kings. Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. And here are the Grizzlies now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Now Morant passes it to Gutteridge, doubled by Fox. To the middle. And finished off by Jang.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Three-pointer Hield. It's Clark with the rebound. Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. Gutteridge can't get it to go. Knocks it loose. Morant with the steal. From deep. They get it back. From downtown. That shot missing. And so the Grizzlies take the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the Kings preparing for this road contest. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Barnes in at the small forward. And for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And tonight, two clubs, Smitty, that love to work their half-court sets. What can the fans expect tonight?
I think when you look at two teams, Kevin, that play at a slower pace and like to play in a half court, you will see more basketball strategy. That's some old school hoops, and I like watching it.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. The kick out to Barnes. Stolen by Michael Conley. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And he lays it up and in. Conley's got his second basket.
Mike Conley is incredible in transition, using his ridiculous speed to beat everyone down the court.
Fox passes to Bagley. Off target from outside. And here is Conley. Pass to Bogdanovich. Got a piece of it. Fox with the steal. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Conley the pass to Gobert. Outside Bogdanovich. Bagley with the block.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Bagley, great positioning on the putback.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 6. And Sacramento has possession. Fox looking it over. Down low, Bagley. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator, and that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Now, here's Ingles. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now, in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And how about the burst there with the change of pace? Fox is elite at attacking the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
And last season, he was a 70% free throw shooter, something I'm sure he'd like to improve.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Ed Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Outside, Fox. Pass to Giles. Doesn't go for him. Now the Jazz take it the other way. O'Neal kicks to Clarkson. And he banks in the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And it's Fox with the jam.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play, figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
Now here's Moutier. Ball's knocked loose. He kicks it to O'Neal. Moutier with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Fox is double. And the pass to Giles. With the tip, and Fox is right there. Fox has got 10 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Clarkson with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
Sacramento making some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Harry Giles. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Gobert finds Moutier. Inside, Parker with the steal. Here's Bazemore. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Kent Bazemore, very limber attacking the rim. He's an athlete.
Moutier against Joseph. The Jazz shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Both free throws good from Moutier.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Three-pointer Hield. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Kings ahead. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching from the Kings, guys.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Kent Bazemore is out there with Parker, and it's Holmes in at the 5. And so Sacramento again turning it over. For the Jazz, Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal, and Mike Conley subbed in for Clarkson. Bagley, he's checked in for the Kings. Bielitsa comes in for Hield. Conley dishes to Davis. Passes to Mitchell, and stolen by Bazemore. To the inside. That's good from Joseph on the assist by Holmes.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And then Mitchell at the dunk.
Well, beyond the production, Mitchell gives this team energy, spirit. They ride off his adrenaline.
Joseph against Conley. Here's Holmes. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Finding a man wide open, Mike Conley does an exceptional job of leading this team.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Giles checked in for the Kings. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Corey Joseph. Here's Conley. He can't get it to go. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 12 in the game.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
And then Mitchell with the dunk. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Conley against Fox. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 16.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Mitchell against Bogdanovich. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
It's Fox with the drive. Bagley, good, and a nice assist from Fox. And that's now 6 points from Marvin Bagley. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Mitchell looking it over. Bagley with the block. They retain possession. Stolen by Mitchell. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 1. Poked loose. Mitchell against Bogdanovich. 2 points. That one goes. Mitchell's got 18 points in the game.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Fox passes to Giant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Back to Conley. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And look at Conley go right up inside. Masterful job getting the foul on that shot.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bradley's checked in for Davis. George Niang comes in for Bogdanovich. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mitchell. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Way beyond the line there. Hield's range is limitless. Have to check him once he crosses half court.
For Utah, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Free throw good. Clarkson. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
And they've done a better job at the line this quarter. They've got that free throw percentage up to almost 90%.
To the paint. Joseph, the pass to Parker. Back to Joseph. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Utah.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good Donovan Mitchell was on fire in the first half. He had 18 points and 2 steals. And that does it for our halftime show. We now...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Bielitsa inside. Ingles covering.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
For Sacramento, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
The drive by Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
I like that Donovan Mitchell's not afraid to attack the rim. He finished strong.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Moutier, he's checked in for Utah. The jump hook, and it's Barnes getting it to go. Barnes has got it all tied up now for Sacramento.
Barnes is just so well developed from anywhere on the floor.
And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Bielitsa. Bogdanovich against Mitchell. Kicks it to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Well, when it comes to carrying an offense, few young players do it as well as Donovan Mitchell.
Fox against Moutier. And it's Fox with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert has incredible length. When he's driving, he just rises up over the defense.
Right side Bagley. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. O'Neal's checked in for Joe Ingles, and it's Clarkson in for Mitchell. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Sacramento. Moutier looking around. Here's Clarkson. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Hield finds Holmes. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. For the lead. Offensive rebound. That one no good. It's Gobert with the ball for Utah. The lead is 2. Clarkson passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, you're not going to stop that one. Rudy Gobert doesn't need much room to get to the rim.
Fox kicks to Bagley. Pass to Hield. Fox with it. Defended by Moutier. Moutier against Fox. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for Moutier. And then for Sacramento, Giles checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Jabari Parker comes in for Marvin Bagley. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Harrison Barnes. Hield against Conley. Here's Giles. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Parker. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Gobert dishes to O'Neal. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. The Jazz making a switch here. Ingles is checked in. Sacramento also making some changes. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Joseph in for Fox. On the clock, Conley kicks to Gobert. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Right there, it's who wants the basketball the most, and it's Joe Ingles creating the extra possession.
Left side, Joseph. And he uses the glass on the layup. Joseph's got 6.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Jazz lead. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court right now for the Kings, they've got Corey Joseph. Giles is out there with Parker. Then it's Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Bazemore at 2 guard. And there it is for him. Mitchell's got 24.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Here's Joseph. And that one, good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Here's Joseph. Inside. And it's Giles missing.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Joseph against Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
Donovan Mitchell pushing the basketball down your throat. We know he's going to be aggressive time and time again.
Joseph looking around. Pass to Parker. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And, guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
And there's a whistle that goes on Corey Joseph. That's foul number 2 for him. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Harry Giles. Barnes comes in for Jabari Parker. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph. And the shot goes in. And now a 7-point Jazz lead.
Great job getting it to go after he takes the hit. Mitchell plays with a force every night.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That's his 3rd foul of the game. A different look for Utah. Bogdanovic is checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Mike Conley in for Jordan Clarkson. And a change for the Kings. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. Outside, Bogdanovic. Gobert, the pass to Conley. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Conley's got the lead up to 9 now for Utah. Outside, Fox. In, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Conley finds Gobert. Back to Conley. score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Spectacular. I mean, lights out shooting here down the stretch. All of a sudden now they're in a position to win the game.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Conley dishes to Gobert. Gobert double-teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Jazz now. And Bogdanovich kicks to Conley. 5 to shoot. Back to Bogdanovich. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Count it. Fox has got 4 this quarter.
I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
The 4th pick in the 2011 draft, it took getting stronger and improving the shot to make Conley one of the better all-around guards in the game.
Poked away. It's stolen by Gobert. In transition, here come the Jazz. 46 seconds left in the fourth, and the shot is good. And the Jazz lead by 11.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And the Jazz with some changes. Morgan's checked in, and it's George Niang in for Joe Ingles.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
3-second difference between shot clock and gameplay. And Joseph gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And Conley drops them both. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. It's a 13-point game. From deep. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A confident, all right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do. Welcome to 2K Sports. And before
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him.
Here we go.
Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. Now here is Conley. Good on the shot. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. There's Winslow, and he gets it to go.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
High post, Gobert. Mitchell outside. Launches a 3. The shot, no good. Valanciunas against Bogdanovich. Valanciunas, good.
This guy's been adept at finding ways to finish inside. Jonas Valanciunas doesn't miss many of these chances. Given an opportunity, he'll deliver.
Now here is Conley. Gobert finds Conley. Back to Gobert. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Conley dishes to Gobert. Back to Conley. Mitchell outside. Fires the 3. No good that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Comes up empty down low.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
The pass to Ingles. Mitchell against Brooks. Now, here's Mitchell. He's guarded closely. Nice D from Brooks. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. Mitchell looking it over. Clarkson dishes to Mitchell. Banked in off the glass.
What area of the floor can't Donovan Mitchell score from? This guy, terrific job on the interior.
It's Morant with the drive. Bucket is good. Morant's got his second bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
So both teams changing it up here. Now Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Gotta love watching Morant get after it. He goes all out. Tank, never on empty.
Moutier kicks to Clarkson. Here's Gobert. Pass to Moutier. Makes it off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Gutteridge. Passes it to Morant. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Moutier pass to Gobert. Moutier looking around. Here's Clarkson. Lays it up off the glass.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
Morant outside. And he makes that one. Morant's got 8.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Moutier finds Gobert. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Jackson. Gobert with the block.
And the remarkable reach of the stifle tower. Gobert twice on the pipes.
Gobert controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
It's Morant with the drive.
You got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He got into double digits. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Conley kicks to Gobert. Back to Conley. The 8-footer. Good as the jump shot falls.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
And here's Jones. Knocked away. Stolen by O'Neal. And now here comes Conley leading the break. There's the feed to O'Neal. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Pass to Melton. Mitchell against Jones. The pass to Valanciunas. Clock is at 3. Over Gobert. No good from Valanciunas.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Mitchell against Jones. Here's Gobert. Puts the move on. That one misses. Nice D from Valanciunas. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. On the wing, Winslow. Memphis moving it around. Jones looking for an opening. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Memphis making a change here. Brooks checked in, and Utah with a change here too. Moutier, he's checked in for Gobert. Valanciunas, good.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Mitchell outside. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And it's Davis at the elbow. Mitchell passes to Davis. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
You look at Donovan Mitchell and you don't understand the guy has a 6'10" wingspan. He's a problem on the offensive glass.
Jones kicks to Winslow. Back to Jones. He feeds it to Valanciunas. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Moutier. And now Utah, fast break. Mitchell against Jones.
Come get it, come get it.
Takes the 13-footer. Here's Davis. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. The rebound by the Jazz. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Mitchell. Pass break. Here come the Jazz. And too long on the shot.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Jones drives in. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Fast break, here they come. Here's Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Davis dishes to Mitchell. And now here comes Jones leading the break, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Well, the superior size of Valanciunas makes that alley-oop just a bit easier, but the timing terrific as well.
Here's Moutier. And so it's Memphis. Up by a dozen here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It's Memphis out in front at the half. They are leading by 12. And that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Conley. He's out there with Jordan Clarkson. O'Neal is out there with Bradley. And it's Niang in at the four-man position. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Melton. He's covered by Clarkson. Melton's shot is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Conley kicks to Clarkson. Down low and stolen by Jang. And it's Memphis on the break. Jackson's got the ball. Finished off the break.
Well, Gorgui Zhang as a big man is an excellent passer. That's a pretty look.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. O'Neal with it. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Conley. Just 5 on the clock. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. There's the lob to Jackson.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Pass to Bradley. Back to Conley. Jazz passing it around. And Bradley gets it to go.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. Feeds it to Jang. It's stolen by Bradley. Here's Niang. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Morant outside. Releases. The shot that time not on target. So Utah will take it the other way.
A guy who can be a little inconsistent game to game. Clarkson can be extremely consistent year to year.
Right. You consider him as a rookie. Many of the numbers then are similar to what they are now. But the one thing that has improved is the consistency of the three-point shooting. He's worked so hard on it, and that's where the consistency has started to take root.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Gorgui Zhang. And it's Clark in for Jackson. Utah also making some changes. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Tony Bradley. And it's Bogdanovich in for George Niang. And it's Conley penetrating. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Conley's got 6.
Well, Mike Conley has mastered pick and roll play and does such a good job making the right decisions.
With some arc, and Morant will lay it in. 15 points in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Conley scanning the floor. Here's Bogdanovich. Passes it to O'Neal. Utah needs to get off a shot here. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Rudy Gobert has become really excellent at getting deep low post position. The defense has got to foul him when he's that deep.
Winslow's checked in for the Grizzlies. Dylan Brooks comes in for Milton. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Utah. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Clarkson. The 3 from Morant. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Conley. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Gobert double teamed. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, the added strength of Rudy Gobert over the years helps him complete the end one. You get the sense this guy loves to score the basketball.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Conley against Morant. Over Conley. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Conley penetrating. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Clark with it. Over Mitchell. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Justice Winslow. And it's Gutterich in its shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the 3-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that 3-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That's his 1st foul. Some changes for Memphis. Jang, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Jones subbed in for Winslow. Mitchell against Brooks. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his 1st foul. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 9-point game. Dishes to Brooks. Back to Jones. From outside, off the mark. Jazz trail by 9. Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell. Back to Bogdanovich. Banked in off the glass. Bogdanovich has got his 1st points of the game.
Well, you have to like the balance of Bojan Bogdanovic. Keeping it through the contact. That is nicely done.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. The dish to Jang. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Over Brooks. Off the left rim and out. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Jones, the pass to Jang, and finished off by Jang.
Well, how about the aggressiveness at the point of attack? Jang finishing like he means it.
Mitchell finds Conley. Brooks against Mitchell. To the paint. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Ingles, that's for 2. Clock at 6. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Mike Conley.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Now Jones. Doubled by Conley. Jones, the pass to Gutterich. Here's Jang. Jackson trying to break free. And Jang gets it to go. Jang's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you can see that Gorgui Jang takes that long frame and adds tons of muscle. Now able to weather the contact.
Here's Mitchell. Rebound by Jang. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Here's Jones. The feed to Jang. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Jazz trail by 11. Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. Nice D from Valanciunas. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Memphis.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Valanciunas.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Morant against Conley. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Moutier pass to Morgan. Here's Niang. Down low. There's the pass to Morgan. Stolen by Winslow. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear